What is good, guys? You know who it is. It's Black Sage, and I'm coming back with some more Shinobi Striker, I guess, topic, discussion type video. I don't know. I say about I think 2 to 3 days ago, I did say something about Shinobi Striker can probably get a sequel. It makes a little bit of sense. I feel like I think I'm onto something, but I'm really not. It's just a prediction or a speculation at the end of the day. But the question is, do I think Shinobi Striker can get a sequel or Shinobi Striker 2? Yes. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and explain why. Okay, this game did really well the first week it came out. It ran out of content and the game went to shit. So they tried to, improve the game, add in new game modes. They added the tuning exams arena. The con of that was that the tuning exams game mode was a free-for-all. 6 people in there. People can get jumped. Clans can get in there and jump people. Stuff like that. So the game went back down to shit. Then they announced the season 2. So everybody was like, let's see how this goes. I'm excited. I was really excited for season 2. But everybody was like, it's just season 2, more characters, this and that, the other. So then season 2, improved the game a lot. We got the ninja tools that really helped in combat. We're getting new weapons now. Like we got Itachi's blade. I'm hearing that it does some type of crow animation or something like that. I don't know if the combos are different yet. I'm still trying to get a hold of that sword, but I heard it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're getting new clothing options. We're getting the Anbu fits, Itachi's Anbu fits, Awabe's clothing and stuff like that. That stuff still hasn't came out yet. I don't know the release date on that, but we're getting stuff like that. And Shikadai, we're getting next gen clothing, stuff like that. Now, it's the game did start off rough, like I said. And the developers of this game were pretty small and not known. The name of the development company is Soleil. Bandai chose Soleil, who had 20 or 25 developers to start. Now this is where things get, this is where I get the sequel thing coming. So, if I'm not mistaken, sources tell me Soleil went from 20 to 25 developers to 1 to 200 developers. Yeah. The game you're playing right now, that's probably mainly the reason why this game has improved so much. When they were working with 20 to 25 devs, it took them a long time to do stuff. It took them a long time to do maintenance. They can't get files locked because Tsunade, Obito, and Madara gameplay got leaked and stuff like that. It's kind of hard running a game for thousands and thousands of people. And you know how big the Naruto franchise is. You know how many Naruto fans are in the world. And it's only 20 to 25 of you trying to work on this game. So they bumped it up to 200. So that maybe they could be working on something else. They have 100 working on the current game and the other 100 working on a sequel maybe. Who knows? Because you have to, you have to hire people for different positions in order to make everything stable. Right. So the game has improved tenfold. Season 2 is out. Zabuza came out. One of the best DLC characters I've ever played with. Haku's out. This new event is out. The best update we have ever had came out. A hero game mode that has a ranked mode, so you don't have to play in Ninja World League and play for that cheesy, play against cheesy clans. And the clans are pretty mad because, it's a hero mode and it gives you better stuff and you can't run the fucking meta in that game mode. The game has improved tenfold. Now I feel like Soleil is testing a lot of things, and when I say they're testing a lot of things, they tried the survival mode. I think that was a test, and that test completely flopped. Tremendously. It flopped. It was horrible. Like, at first I was like, oh yeah, they got the tuning exams arena, 6 people in here, free for all, that's dope. But then you start putting it as, an event often, and then you got clans matching up with each other and jumping people that aren't in their clan. They're jumping people that aren't in their clan to win and get a title. You are grinding for a title. So yeah, that mode should be out, and they should be put in, it should put in a 1v1 mode. And another reason why I say this game is potentially, well, could potentially be a test, and we could potentially get a Shinobi Striker 2. We don't have a 1v1 mode. We don't have a 2v2 mode. We don't have a 3v3 mode. We don't have, 4v4 mode custom. We don't have custom matchmaking. That's what I'm saying. We don't have a tournament mode. Like, even Jump Force. Jump Force just got a tournament mode leaked. What the fuck? What the fuck? All right? Like, I don't understand that. But I feel like they're trying to test things. They still don't have, the roster is not that great. I feel like this whole game was a test. I honestly feel deep down in my chest that this whole game is a test. It's a whole test, and it's being corrected. It's being revised. It is really being revised as it continues to, go. And the development, or I'm gonna call it the character development of this game, has improved so much that I mean, this is coming from a guy that plays the game every day. Every day. I play the game faithfully. Look it up. Look at my playlist. I have 300 videos full of Shinobi Striker, bro. I played this game faithfully, and I can tell you, even though the game, I love this game, bro. This game was complete shit at one point. It was. I just feel like everything was a test. The reason is we don't have characters in the game like, Daroe. We don't have Might Guy. Like, we're gonna Might Guy as DLC most likely. We don't have the simple characters. The Konoha 11. Hinata. Like, we have two people from, is it Team 10? I think Shikamaru's team is Team 10. Shika Cho. We only have Cho and Shika. Where's like, we're missing a lot of characters, and I feel like they want to, just test this game and run with the old, the smaller roster that they have, and try to figure out things to make this game better so they can learn from what they did in this game to make it better in the next. A game that it is kind of similar to Shinobi Striker, Xenoverse 1. Like I said, it did great, just like Shinobi Striker. Xenoverse 1 did very good first week, maybe first month, maybe longer than that, and it went to complete shit because there was a lot of broken stuff, not a lot of content. There was DLC characters that shouldn't have been DLC, like Pan and GT Trunks. I think it was GT Trunks. And the hub world pissed me off the most. You had to teleport to different parts of the same hub world, which did not make sense. It didn't. And the only thing they really had over Shinobi Striker was maps. Character roster was a tad bit bigger, but it was still small. And they had missions in a story mode. Something Shinobi Striker lacked in. They didn't have a lot of content at first. They don't have a story mode. They don't have a lot of missions, and some of the missions did not make sense whatsoever. But I'm off the Shinobi. I've told you my reason why Shinobi Striker is getting a sequel, or it could be getting a sequel, potentially could get a sequel. Now I'm going to move on to the, improvements of Xenoverse, because I'm comparing the two. That was the game I was talking about in my community post. So Xenoverse 1, it was a meh game, a meh game. So we get to Xenoverse 2. Hub world improved a lot. The hub world is the perfect size. You can fly around you can actually fly around in the hub world. Something you couldn't do in Xenoverse 1. You had to run around. You actually can fly. You can ride a log. You can ride in a space pod. You can ride in, I forgot what I call it the surfboard though. You can ride around in all of that stuff. A lot of stuff that you couldn't do in Xenoverse 1. The lobby areas look better. The whole hub world just looks better. And on top of that, the hub world is big. And it also has, 4 other places you can teleport to? Kame's house, Hercule's house. You can actually go into the high school. I forgot about the high school. Namek, Frieza's spaceship, and Boo's house. That has 6 places, and they also implemented a tournament mode, something Shinobi Striker does not have, which they should, because the tuning exams is the tuning exams for a reason. But that's just me. And they had missions. They put raids in there. Not raids, but was it time rifts? Those they had the harder versions of missions or expert missions, and then they added in raids, and then they added in more stuff. They just kept doing it, and Xenoverse improved. The roster is I think the roster is what, from 50 to 100 and something characters now. 150 characters. Somebody told me 150. Maybe I had a dream about that. I think they have like over 100 characters. Like, what? Like, the game improved that much and went from a small roster to a big roster. On top of that, they did cool things like gathering Dragon Balls from different parallel quests. And when you do, you gather all the Dragon Balls, you get to wish for new clothing, money, food, new character, like a unlockable character. Like, they had stuff like that. Like, a level up too. Like, stuff like that. Shinobi Striker can improve off of stuff like that. They're learning. I think they're learning, and they're doing a very good ass job of learning, because this game has came a long way. But let me state one more reason. I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, Xenoverse improved a lot, and I feel like Shinobi Striker can learn from Xenoverse, the improvement in Xenoverse, and maybe implement a story mode, because the CACs as of now really don't have a purpose. You get in there, you learn jutsus from masters, and then you fight for clothing and scrolls. That's the purpose of the game. That's all you do. There's no story mode. There's no backstory to your character. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. But this is my reason. I finally remembered. Now, if I look on the website, Shinobi Striker is comparing itself to Storm, and I feel like Storm, they're trying to reach some goals, and they want to improve and be a game like Storm 4. Yes, they compared themselves to Storm 4. They told they have the amount of characters they have compared to Storm's roster, the game modes, the story mode, or whatever they have. They compared a lot of things, man. They have a whole chart sitting right there on the website, on the Shinobi Striker website. And they comparing themselves to Storm 4. So I feel like they're trying to test Shinobi Striker, and we could potentially get a Shinobi Striker 2 with more pause gameplay. The hub world will be improved, as we've seen from Xenoverse 1. Xenoverse 1's hub world went from shit to good. It went from shit to good, and a lot of people still play the game. If Shinobi Striker can polish some more gameplay, stop the meta bullshit, fix a few things, put characters on the roster that don't put characters as DLC that could just be on the base roster, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I understand we're going in the Boruto era, and I'm pretty sure if Shinobi Striker 2 was to come out, it would come out on next gen consoles, which is 2020. They come out 2020, so they can release the game in late 2020 or 2021. And by the time we get to 2021, Boruto will probably be at the Jigen arc, maybe past it by then, hopefully. So I can see some Boruto characters being DLC, some Naruto characters being DLC, if they want to get a little bit of creative and put filler characters in the game, or put them in scrolls and stuff like that. Something similar to Xenoverse 2. They can really improve like Xenoverse 2 did. And now, Xenoverse 2 is not a perfect game, man. It still has netcode problems. Some CAC moves are broken, or CACs are broken. Some characters are still broken, but they are trying to improve the game as well. But I can see Shinobi Striker 1 or Shinobi Striker going to a sequel and doing Shinobi Striker 2 and milking the shit just like Xenoverse 2 did. Simple as that. But that's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below, because I've been talking way too much. And that's about it. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Black Sage.